Yeah, I was really pleased with the way we stuck together and played down the stretch in particular. I thought for a lot of the game we were a little jittery. We missed some open layups and had some uncharacteristic turnovers. And I give Monmouth a lot of credit for the way that they came out and played. I thought they were really aggressive on the defensive end. They sped us up a little bit. They trapped Anders early on, and that got us on our heels. I thought it was a big key of the game was late when we switched, or midway through, maybe two-thirds of the way through the second half. When we switched to defenses, we pressed a little bit, played some zone. I think that gave them some trouble, and then we were able to make enough shots down the stretch and make some free throws. So pleased for us to win 2 in a row heading into the conference tournament, which is great. And it's great to win a final home game for our seniors. And we honored 4 guys today, and just really proud of that, them as a group, and happy for them to win their last home game as a group in Kaplan.
Can you talk a little more about that switch on defense? Because they were obviously hurting you in the paint pretty badly until that. And then in the last 7 minutes, they didn't really get much.
Yeah, one of the big keys for us defensively coming in was trying to cover them in the post. Those guys are really good down there, Foster and Vuga. Those guys are tough matchups, and they played really well today. We struggled keeping it out of there. We struggled when they caught it. We put them on the foul line a ton. So one of the ways we tried to negate the post-ups was playing zone, and that was probably the biggest key to that, was that those guys didn't really get a lot of touches on the block when we were in the zone.
Ben struggled a little bit early, but he was huge down the stretch on both ends. Talk about his play.
Yeah, Ben was the guy that really kind of carried us when we needed a couple of big baskets. We struggled with a little bit of foul trouble. He had 2 fouls in the first half, picked up his third one pretty early in the second. And then when we went to him late, he made some big baskets for us, created some good offense for us. He's about as tough as they come in terms of the ability to play through mistakes and have that next play, and he needed to do that today and was really, really good at it when we needed him.
Big swing that gave you the lead, as it turned out for good, is when Jake hit those 2 threes in a row. And how big a swing was that?
Yeah, Jake gave us a huge spark today. He hit 2 big threes. Jack Kierzynski hit a big 3 as well. I thought those were the 2 that Jake hit. Those were big shots for us, and he did a really good job coming in and defending and rebounding for us. And then had his opportunity to make a couple big shots and did. So that was definitely a big part of the game.
We talked early, not long after Noah and Gabe got hurt, about learning to play without them. Does it seem like there's really starting to, actually have already started to get that and kind of know, accept what their roles are now?
Yeah, I think that these guys have done a good job. They've done a great job of adapting to having a couple of guys out, and obviously we've talked about that it's opened some more opportunity for some guys, and in some ways maybe it's given a little bit more clarity to roles and what we need guys to do. So, we've had some guys that have stepped up and taken on a bigger offensive role for us. Mateus has been much more aggressive offensively, which we've needed. Chris really scored the ball today. We talked about Jake and Jack, Tyler Rice. Those guys have all really helped to contribute to go along with what Anders and Ben have been provided for a lot of the year. So, I think these guys are really excited about the group that we have and the group we're going to go up to DC with, and we're ready to go.
I asked the guys about this as well. 2 straight games that you really closed out strong, which as a coach, I'm sure you love seeing. Talk about that.
Yeah, that's always how you want to close. Obviously, is close playing well and do enough to win the games. I thought again early on, we had 14 turnovers today, and we had 9 at the half, and I think of those 9, a bunch of them were right in the middle of the game. So I felt like we settled in and played better as the game went on. And on the defensive end, the changing defenses really helped us. Our guys did a good job of executing that. And then offensively, we got good shots. We got to the foul line. I can't remember the number at half. I believe they had 16 free throws in the first half, and I think they only shot 6 in the second half. That was a big key for us, was trying to keep them off the foul line, and that helped us, again, as we talked about closing the game out. We were at the foul line a bunch and knocked down free throws, which you need to do to close out games.
Threes were impressive.
We shot the ball well from 3 today, yes. Miguel got us going, and then I know Tyler Rice hit one, Mateus hit one, Chris hit one. We talked about Jake's big threes. It was, by committee, guys making those. And we have a lot of good shooters on this team. We shoot the ball well from 3. And as long as we're taking really good ones, which we do for the most part, we're going to shoot them at a pretty high level.
Were you concerned at all about how the game was called? It's just changing the physicality every 5 minutes?
Yeah, games kind of ebb and flow with calls, and you just got to adjust as coaches and as players. And sometimes there's a run of fouls called, and one way or the other, and it's all part of it. We've seen it this year. I think our guys do a really good job of just let the refs ref, and we'll play, and our staff will coach, and you just got to adapt and play.
Like you said, they kept their cool and they finished strong.
Yeah, yep. Our guys did a great job of just, like I said, I think we were a little bit jittery and made some mistakes and missed some easy shots that I think we're going to make. But the guys they stayed the course with it, which is important.
Good win.
Thank you.
Okay, Coach, thank you.
Thanks.